guys, me again. Just want to try to show you another example from lesson 8.9. Try to help you out a little bit with page 496, which I know you're working on today. Those story problems, the think smarter and go deeper, usually multi-step problems. So I thought maybe I could show you an example today. I'm actually going to do number 5. So this is about Abigail and Teresa, who at lunchtime read some pages from different books. And it tells us that Abigail read 5 or 1/5 of the pages in her book. So let's imagine for a minute that she kind of broke up her book into sections, right? Equal parts, like chapters maybe, but they're equal because we're talking about fractions. So if she had 1/5 of the pages in her book read, that means she broke the book up into 5 equal parts because the denominator tells us how many equal parts we need. So 1/5 means she has to have 5 equal parts. 2, 3, 4, 5. And of those 5 equal parts, it said she read 1/5 of them, and that in that 1/5, there were 5 pages. So let's say here's the 1/5 that she read, and that's 5 pages. Now, this is 1/5. They're all 1/5, right? 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. And we know from fractions, again, that they all have to be equal. So if this 1/5 has 5 pages in it, they all have to have 5 pages in it. So I'm just going to put a 5 in every one of these fifths. 5, 5, 5, 5. Then you add them up, right? Or we can use our multiplication. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 groups of 5. 5 times 5. Abigail's book had 25 pages. So we can say 1/5 of 25 is 5. Or we could say 5 pages was 1/5 of 25. You can kind of read it different ways, okay? But that's how you'd want to figure it out. So let's look at Teresa now. It says that Teresa read 1/6 of her book, and that was 6 pages. So Teresa now gives us a different fraction, 1/6. So again, the denominator tells us how many equal parts we need. She read 1/6, so that means we have 6 equal parts. So I'm going to give her 6. 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So let's say of those sixths, this is the 1/6 that Abigail, or Teresa rather, read. And it said she read 6 pages, so we'll put 6 pages in there. That's what she read. Again, with fractions, we know that all the parts have to be equal, otherwise we wouldn't be able to name them using fractions. So if this part has 6, if this 1/6 has 6, they all have to have 6. So fill those 6 in. Use our multiplication skills again. We have 6 groups of 6. 6 times 6, 36. Teresa's book had 36 pages. But wait, there's more. Because that wasn't even the question, right? The question wasn't figure out how many pages each of their books has. The question is, 2 questions actually, whose book had more pages? So if we're comparing these 2 numbers, Abigail's book had 25 pages. Teresa's book had 36 pages. 36 is greater than 25. So Teresa's the winner there. Teresa's book had more pages. Then it asks, how many more pages? So it's not enough just to know that 36 is more than 25. They actually want you to compare to find the keyword difference, right? We remember that difference is what we call the answer in subtraction. So when we compare 2 numbers to find that difference, we want to subtract. So we'll subtract 36 minus 25, right? 6 minus 5 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. So the difference between Teresa's book and Abigail's book is 11 pages. The answer would be Teresa's book had 11 more pages than Abigail's book. Hope that helped.